I'm similar to the thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Now check this shit, I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue by James Todd Smith. I get swift with the lyrical gift. Hit you with the dick, make your kidney shift. Here we go, but I'm not domino. I got the funk flow to make your drawers drop slow. So recognize the dick size in these Coincatch jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I fuck around and hit you with the Hennessy dick. Mess around and go blind, don't get to see shit. The next batter, here to shatter your blatter, it doesn't matter. Skinny or fat or light skinned or black, baby, I drop these. Boniqua mommy, screaming, I poppy. I love it when they call me Big Pop, but I only smoke blunts if they roll prop. But look, I got ya caught up with the drunk flow. Fuck taekwondo, I told a fofo. For niggas getting mad cause they bitch chose me. A big black motherfucker with G. You see, all I do is separate the game from the truth. Big bang boots from the Bronx to Bolivia. Getting physical like Olivia Newt. Tricks up my click dick all day with no trivia. So give me a bankroll and a bag of weed. I'm guaranteed to fuck until I nosebleed. Even if the new man's a certified Mac, you get that H down in you. You want that old thing back? B-I-double-T-I-E with some new R-U-L-E. Notorious, known for busting in your E-Y-E. Baby, baby, bitches know they love to hate me. I come, you come, we come with backs and maybe. How close we came to coming together is crazy. How come you witnesses, they send me the faces. When y'all coming, y'all be crying like I'm killing y'all bitches. I know there's a bigger picture than the camera roll. Niggas, I don't think y'all be knowing how this shit's unfolding. Back shots to the rear, got the Mac unloading. Gotta reload like every so often. Saying I got my swagger back, I'm looking like bitch, my swagger never left. Don't be so hard pressed to be impressed by these new rappers. They actors and the fact is, you want that old thing back. Scarface and Bushwick, Willie D, having nightmares of girls killing me. She mad because what we had didn't last. I'm glad because her cousin let me hit the ass. Fuck the past, let's dwell on the 500 SL, the E and J and ginger ale. The way my pockets swell to the rim with Benjamins. Another hunt's in the crib, please send it in. I fuck non-stop, lick my lips a lot. Used to lick the clips a lot. We're making clips, have to stop. Cause y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. Peep the funk flow, really though. I got the cleanest, meanest penis. You never seen it, stroke of genius. So take off your Tim boots and your bodysuit. I mean the spandex and hit my man next. Sex get rougher when they come to the nut buster. Pussy crusher, black nasty motherfucker. I don't chase them, I replace them. And if I'm caressing them, I'm undressing them. Fuck what you heard, who's the best in New York? Fulfilling fantasies without that nigga Mr. Raw. Or tattoo, I got you wrapped around my dick. And when I'm done, I got the split shit.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy to see decent amount of you here, not a ton, but that's okay. Today's just a quick update, 15 minutes, nothing major. Couple updates. So, first things first, the bot is being added to Bybit. So I posted an update in my Discord. So if you'd like to use it, I'll be posting another update soon. You'll be able to get access to it. But with that said, I have kind of a big. I'm debating if I want to share it or not. I guess I'll share it. There's not a ton of people here. So one of the things I'm working on, and I tweeted this last night, I'm learning futures trading. So for those of you that are in Discord, you already are aware. I'm learning futures trading. I have a demo account, 50K. Had like $100 in losses yesterday. Had like $100 in wins today. I'm like slightly in profits, like $17. So not a big deal. Look, it's day 2. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I do like it a lot. It's not that I'm not going to be trading crypto. I definitely am. But during times when crypto's like doing this and there's really not much to look at or do, I'd like to trade something else. I have fun with it. And honestly, futures trading isn't as difficult as I thought it would be. So I am super interested in it. So for those of you wondering what the announcement is, so eventually, probably in the next month or two, when I do start getting more consistent, I am going to live stream those futures trading sessions. Now I'm going to post statistics and everything for you, but I am wondering if I should make it a Patreon only thing, just because, look, I'd love to answer questions. I'd love to help you guys out, but at the same time, it is a lot of work. I'm not going to charge really much of anything because, let's be honest, even if you're following a trader, you might not snipe the same entry that I do, or you might not understand it, but it'd be a good learning tool for people, especially if you've ever wanted to learn how to futures trade. So I have a guy that I'm working with every single day. He's actually a very, very close friend of mine. So shout out to him. I'm not going to give his name out because he wants to stay private, but he's an awesome dude. He's helped me out a lot. And I am starting to get comfortable. Now, look, I've been trading for years. And not that I've never futures traded. I have before, but it's been so long. So this is a lot of refreshing. There's a different kind of strategy involved. So I am very excited for it. And thought I'd pass that message on to you guys. One great thing about losing my job is I finally get to catch you live. Damn, man. I'm sorry to hear that. What's up, Fox? How's it going, Expendable? Personally, I'm waiting for a clean setup on Bitcoin because right now I have no clue if we're going up or down. Yeah, I'm going to share. We're basically just talking Bitcoin today. I did want to look at gold because I was chasing the, again, futures trading. I actually longed this breakout and made a couple $100 today, which made up for stupid losses I took. Today was like, what sucks is I'm day 2 into futures trading. And of course, these are the 2 worst days you could possibly trade with CPI and PPI. But did take this gold breakout long. I closed it like right here. I had to go to the gym, and 2, it made up for just the awful day. And when I say awful, I wasn't down hardly anything, but it made up for everything. And we're going to resume trading at 6 p.m. when the market opens back up anyways. But let's go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, to your point, not knowing the direction of Bitcoin. So I'm actually going to do a bottom up instead of a top down. My mic has slight distortion. It might be your TV. It might be because I'm talking too loud into it. So I do apologize if that's the case. Hopefully it's a little bit better now. This mic sucks. But first things first, I'm going to do a bottom up instead of a top down, meaning we're going to start with lower time frames. So looking at the 4 hour, I'll be real with you. And I hate to give 2 scenarios, but unfortunately there's 2 scenarios here. We are not confirming an uptrend until we break this level at 90. What is this? 98.3, 98.4, until we put in a new high, right? Could we consolidate here, maybe make a double bottom, break out, break that 98.4? Absolutely. It's definitely possible. We are technically holding support. That could definitely happen, right? That is a possibility. But my fear is that we don't. And that's partially because of the daily, and I'll show you guys the daily in a moment. But you start looking at the 4 hour, and this is a lot of support touches. And we aren't making higher highs off the support. We aren't. I don't want to say, and look, I hate to give it like a 50-50. I'm more leaning that we're going to go down into 90K anyways, based off the daily. But I don't want to scare you with anything, right? I don't want you to be like, oh, panic sell, and then we break out, and then you're like, oh, fuck that guy. Like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to be prepared for a scenario where we go back into the 91K major support area, which, look, on a higher time frame, this is still very bullish. We are still ranging between 91 and really 108K. This breaking down doesn't mean the bear market is starting on that breakdown. No, absolutely not. I would argue even if we break this for a period of time, it doesn't mean that there's a bear market starting. However, here's my problem with the daily. So, and I'll show you, I went through an example with the Patreon people today on why I am thinking this way. So we are going down and we continue to go down, and stock RSI is popping up. To me, that's a sign of major weakness. Like generally when stock pops up, price pops up with it. We don't sit and consolidate and then pop up and then everyone's like, oh, see, whatever. Generally when this happens, this is acting as consolidation to continue lower, right? That's where my logic's coming from for a move down, which again, I don't want to say is the only possibility. Look, if we break 98.4, we're starting a new uptrend, and 108 is definitely on the table. But I'm going to show you guys a quick example of why I'm referring to this. Take a look at our range here in June, and someone pointed out to me last stream, so I thought I'd share. But take a look at this. So you have stock RSI that bottoms out on this candle, like clearly a nice drop, like we just saw in the 108 to 90, we go to 91, 92K, and then we continue sideways. And notice what happens. Stock completely goes up while we bear flag, right? And then the move that follows is a move down because stock has reset for that move down. So what I'm thinking is we're seeing something very, very similar, right? We're getting that consolidation, whether you like it or not. This is consolidation, even though most of it are wicks. We have still not broken this 98.4 area. And our stock is pointing up, right, as we're moving sideways here. Now, there are a couple good things on the daily. Volume is dropping. Volatility is dropping. Volume's really been dropping since the top here, which is a positive sign, right? That does give leeway or headway for a potential move up. But we could still drop to 91 support with lower volume. You take out all these lines and all these figures, and you're still just trading between support and resistance on the daily and on the weekly. Now, if we look at the weekly, it's not that I have a couple issues. There are a couple of good things. We do have bullish divergences on this weekly chart, and I need to remove these so you guys can see them. We do have bullish divergences being confirmed with this week's candle so far. You have higher lows here, lower lows here, and you're having a stock reset. Right? That is technically a very bullish indication, and we should continue higher. My issue here is, and actually the monthly does have bullish divergences as well here, but do they play out? Because technically we had bullish divergences here, and they continued lower, right? You just continue to drop. Obviously, being as overbought as we were overdue for a drop, likely a retest. So again, my goal is not to scare you with this analysis. It's just to give you a top-down, like, here are the possibilities for what's going to happen. And look, even if we see 88, 85K, in the grand scheme of things, I don't believe a bear market has started. I think the only way we'd see 80 to, or like 85, 80, 88K area is if the S&P 500 corrects. So if you want the biggest clue, watch the S&P, watch the weekly. Right, the S&P is putting in a new all-time high. It's not breaking down. This is now not turning into a double top, similar to how these never turned into double tops and we kept going higher. What if this is the case here and we run all the way to 6,800? What do you think happens to Bitcoin? Bitcoin will as well. as it stands right now, Bitcoin looks like a range. It doesn't look like anything has changed, right? So, again, I know a lot of you saw that I sold part of my spot position just because we're buying a house. We need the money to buy a house, just like you need money to buy anything. Plus, my Bitcoin holdings are up 7x. Just makes sense to take some off the table. What's up, Colin? How you doing? But that doesn't mean I'm turning into a perma bear. That doesn't mean I don't believe that we're still not in a bull market cycle. I still left over half of my spot, whether it be altcoins, Bitcoin, whatever, in my portfolio. Now, I will say, if we move up to 130, like we start moving into the 138 up here, I will be completely out. At that point, I'm taking full profits. I'm out. And there's nothing on planet Earth that can get you guys to tell me to continue holding at all. That's it. Some of my orders are up 10x from where I bought them. I'm out. There's absolutely nothing you can do to stop me from selling there if we go up to there. Because at that point, again, my personal belief is that the monthly would be hitting our target area. Our monthly stock RSI would be topped out, right? At that point, we'd likely see an alt season or be ready for an alt season. So here's my logic is, look, what if Tau runs to like $1,200, right? We've been technically ranging here for almost 2 years, right? December 2023, it's now February 2025. What if this continues to 1,200 or 2,000 during alt season? It'd be spectacular, right? If we start getting to those prices, I'm out. I'm not holding. I'm not going to do what many people did in 2021 and hold. I'm taking some off the table. At that point, my Tau position would be up 10 to 20x. Like you guys gotta remember, I bought a lot at $100, right? Why is ADA pumping? That, and alts are holding a bit better. Even Bitcoin corrects. Some alts are holding. You look at Ethereum. I mean, really, I don't think alts are holding that well personally, but you look at like Ethereum's still barely doing anything. Link to Bitcoin's barely doing anything. Tau has bounced a little bit, which is promising. Solana's not holding better than Bitcoin and hasn't for the last month. I mean, yes, it's still holding its overall consolidation here, which let's take a look at the monthly. I mean, the monthly RSI is stock is completely reset as well. But I wouldn't say like alts are holding better than Bitcoin because most alts are still down like 60 to 70%. Look, this is great. Hopefully Tau can actually break out at some point. But it continues to reject this diagonal as well. But yeah, similar to what EM said, guys, wait for clean setups. Let the setups come to you. Don't chase them. I would be very hesitant of a diagonal breakout here. I would personally wait for this horizontal. It's acted as resistance. By that point, you'd be over the diagonal. I mean, you'd have to check like look at the 1 hour. Now we're starting to get very over. And again, that doesn't mean we can't still do this. The daily is technically reset. I just don't like the look of the daily here. This is a lot of bullshit in here too. I mean, can you imagine trading this? That'd be crazy. And that's why, again, and look, I'm not going to trade, like, switch from crypto to futures. Like, I'm going to do both. But during this period, there's nothing for me to do. There's literally nothing. Like, I can't trade that. This is a crappy range. I mean, you could argue, like, oh, buy the bottom, sell the top. Yeah, well, I don't trade that way. Plus, you have all these deviations. I'm not a fan of trading like that. Yeah, I was going to speak of Litecoin. It's showing a lot of strength. Generally, when Litecoin shows strength, the market dumps right after. Like, that's been a... Watch this. I'm not kidding you. Whenever Litecoin shows any sign of hope, the market dumps. Wow, Litecoin's actually been performing pretty well. That's too bad. Let's do this. And then I'm going to wrap up the stream, guys. I got to get ready. So, like, look. Litecoin does well. Top. Bam. Correction. Litecoin does well. Top. Correction. Litecoin does well. Everything dumps. Like, almost every single time. Like, Litecoin's generally lagging behind everything. And it's, like, the funniest part of crypto. Like, Litecoin breaks all-time high, or excuse me, doesn't break all-time highs, but does very well. Drop. Litecoin starts pumping once again, breaking highs, market drops. It's like kind of absurd how much confluence there is with Litecoin outperforming the rest of the market and then being followed by a pretty harsh market drop. All right, guys. That's really all I have for today. I have to get ready for futures trading. One thing I will say, currently, all of my futures trading sessions that I'm doing, like learning, trading, everything, I'm giving to the Morning Brew people, which is through Patreon. So if you want to learn how to futures trade, go check out Patreon. Join the Morning Brew. You also get the private analysis posted daily. We have 2 to 4 to 5 hour sessions where we're just flipping through charts, looking for setups, looking for consistent setups of confluence. And I don't know, maybe you guys will learn something and maybe better than me. So if you're interested in that, check that out. I haven't edited Patreon yet, but it is there, right? It's held in Discord, so make sure you don't join Discord too. That's the only way you'll be able to see the live. The reason why we're not doing it publicly is because if you guys do have questions, I can answer them and it's not being flooded in Discord. But yeah, just know that I'm relatively new, so I'm learning just as much as you guys are. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it, but again, it's day 2. With all that said, guys, I am going to end it here. I'll see you guys Friday, I guess. Planning to stream Friday. Friday's Valentine's Day. Forget it. Yeah, I probably won't be streaming Friday. But with all that said, guys, be patient.